Hello loves, I hope all is going well in the world of the collective. I hope you're all striving, you're thriving and doing everything that brings your heart your utmost joy. I'm doing well in the knowledge that creation is mine and that there is so much we can do to affect the outcomes of what we want in our world, what we experience, how effective we are in co-creating with the universe, all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to talk today about scripting. I guess it's the more modern term given to writing down in detail the things we want to materialize in our world. Now, scripting is something I've been doing for so long, as far back as a couple of decades. But I just always seen it as a way to become really clear as to what I want to manifest in my world. And it's something I've always endorsed and something I always suggest, because it's something that I've seen firsthand on many occasions, how you can really get the great results you want that leave you really shocked by how accurate they can be and how precise. I remember I did it 25 years ago when I wanted to manifest my soulmate. But also there was a period in my life when there was a real desire to be around my soul tribe, like-minded individuals, friends. And I remember I was in my 20s, and after a repetitive cycles of unsuccessful relationships, friendships that would go awry for whatever reason, I decided to use scripting and wrote down all the things I wanted to actually see, the attributes of the people, the things I expected, the circumstances, what I expected from a relationship. I remember writing down all the significant things, all the important things. So important things, I guess, as a 20-something-year-old woman, is going to have some significant holes in there that will come and bite you on your ass. Pretty much what happened to me. But I guess that's all part of life. That's all part of the lessons. That's all part in the learning. But I know I got something right. I must have been really accurate in regards to what I wanted my person to look like. Because to my surprise, that was pretty much a dead stamp of what I had written down. Those were the important things. Important. But I guess I didn't necessarily pay enough attention to shared interests, shared belief systems, spirituality, character traits, because I was still spiritual back then, as you can see in my first video. But those things didn't particularly match, and I suppose everything that you experience is there to bring you closer to who you are, what you want. So I suppose you can't look at everything or anything as a waste of time. I guess I assumed these things were a given and that the universe knew what I was about, what I liked, and would provide them to me naturally and automatically. Wrong move. That's a total misconception. The universe will bring you what you want. That's obviously if you're a vibrational match to it, but if you're not, it will bring you basically what you're matching vibrationally at the time. Not what you want to be in the future or, hope to become. None of that kind of stuff. But as you continue to do the work on yourself, I guess your point of attraction will change. And I guess you'll naturally align more easier with the things you want eventually. So if it takes longer and you see the things that you're trying to manifest aren't coming to fruition, just probably means you have to do a little bit of work in order to align with the things you want. Therefore, my take on scripting takes a slightly different stance to others in regards to manifesting what our heart desires. I'll start by saying it works for anyone, as long as you truly believe that what you're asking for is yours, and basically you're taking actions basically for it to become part of your reality, part of your dream. So for instance, if you want to become a famous actress and you've got no maybe acting experience, scripting alone will not manifest this into your life. But it can assist you to become clearer as to the processes that will actually be involved. And it can also help you to take concrete action, like, attract an acting class maybe, or put you in a position where you're drawing into your vibration, maybe a part-time job that's in a theatre, so that you can immerse yourself in that environment, learn more about the actual area you're thinking of going into, that kind of thing. But it also requires that you have done some inner clearing work so that you don't unintentionally self-sabotage what you say you want. That's a big one. It might include you doing like meditation on certain blockages that you are aware of, the ones that are holding you back from actually becoming. It may even require that your mind might require a bit of reprogramming so that it's receptive to the suggestions that you're bringing into this new existence, because it might not recognize it and get a bit, oh my God, what is this? I don't feel safe. It also requires that you don't hold too tightly to how the things you want to materialize actually come into your world, because this is more than likely the one thing you will not have control over. Yeah, the universe will throw a little curveball and you just have to go with it. Because, our higher self, our ancestors, they know us better than we know ourselves and are more adept at aligning us with what we truly want and what would actually truly bring us the joy that we say we're seeking. Because fundamentally, all we are really seeking in life is situations, experiences that we would hope to add to our happiness at the end of the day. As long as you know these things, you're on your way, and you're most definitely ready to start scripting your new life story. I personally like to use a notebook that is specifically for scripting. When I first started to script many moons ago, I was just writing on anything I can get my hands on. But now I've concluded is you have to try and keep this as clear and as concise as possible, which means being very clear and precise on how you present it to the universe, because everything is a mirror. So if you present what you want in an unorganized, shabby way, guaranteed the universe will come back to you the same way, quite unorganized. What else? I use a pen that writes nice, and that's about it. Nothing too fancy, I just like a pen that writes nicely. After that, I just sit down, I take a few deep breaths. And those are called clearing breaths. And then I'm ready to sit down and start my dialogue with the divine. I say dialogue because that's basically what it feels like to me. Just another opportunity to commune with my team. I'd often start with like a title to summarize my intentions, like, I don't know, like how I manifested my divine life, my dream car, my dream career, that kind of thing. And then I'll go on to greet the divine, my ancestors of the white light, for their support and the continuous abundance that they bestow on me. and then I'm ready to start scripting. I start with something like, oh, I'm especially grateful for this wonderful gift I received. My dream car is to die for. I love my brand new convertible electric Mini Cooper, something along those lines. You can keep going and say things like, it's so beautiful. I love the colour. The colour is, deep burgundy. I love the leather steering wheel when I grip the steering wheel. The music system is so powerful. I love driving down country lanes and stuff like that, having the music blaring in my ears or the roof down. You don't have to go into so much detail like, oh, I want the registration to be this year, or, the date I received this gift. All that is not necessary, in my opinion, unless it's obviously really a time, something that's time limited or whatever. But I think that's one of the things that is most definitely out of your control. But I'd always take it even further and talk about how important it is in my life and how it enriches me and the people in my life and how it makes me feel, etc., etc. And I think that really ramps up, my good feeling within me. And as a result, I am able to manifest quicker because it's the actual good feeling that you have that helps you to manifest. So the more you ramp it up, the more you will be emitting a vibration of happiness. Once I've milked it some more, with more happy feelings, I always end the script with thanking my team again, read what I've written, and to just ensure that there isn't any discomfort in me when I read through it. If I start twitching my eye, or my eye twitches, or I start feeling a funny feeling in my stomach, that is normally a sign that your subconscious mind might be highlighting that it's not buying it, or that it's not really in that belief system that this thing is actually yours, or that you feel you deserve what you're asking for. And if there's no issues, you're truly ready to go. And therefore, the next level is to just keep the next subsequent days all about those things that you want to manifest, that thing, just by raising the vibration and bringing that thing to you quicker. You become more observant. You'll be able to see when you're being sent messages. You'll even recognize if you're being called to action in any particular way. Yeah, it's like once you've put it out there, it's like you just wait to receive the messages back. Yeah, you'll start to see evidence of the things that you say you want, especially if they're physical items, because they'll start showing up on like TV. You might see a car down the road that is like the one you want, all that kind of thing. And you might hear adverts or see adverts even on the TV. Those are the things that will start to happen. And if you are a vibrational match to those things, you start to recognize that these actual messages are for you. And they're there to prompt you to take action, to follow the breadcrumbs towards the next stage of what you're trying to manifest. It's really quite simple, but it is quite effective. I really think it's the icing on the cake for anything that you're trying to manifest. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have learned something different about scripting today. If you have, I'd really appreciate if you'll leave me a comment, even a comment telling me what you might do to manifest. Thanks for your ears, and if you like it, press the like button, share, and of course subscribe. Namaste.